What's going on, Sacred Tribe? Welcome back to yet another video. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Monica, and here on this channel I provide conscious and essential content to enlighten your life and enhance your well-being. Now, if that sounds like something you need in your life, which I know that you do, be sure to join the tribe and hit subscribe. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what we are doing in today's video. As you noticed by the title, we are doing a how-to. This is going to be the first of many how-to episodes where I'll be sharing how to do different breathing exercises, meditation, postures of yoga, and other different type of wellness techniques and modalities. So today we are actually going to practice NADI ShodHana. And I will talk a little bit about what exactly NADI ShodHana is, also known as the energy purifying breath, or some also refer to it as the alternate nostril breathing. So without further ado, before we hop into this video, you already know, enjoy. Jump into the how-to, I want to talk a little bit about what NADI ShodHana means, talk a little bit about the hand mudra that we'll be utilizing for this breath in particular, and also get into the precautions and the benefits so you know when to use this breath, when not to use this breath, and when to be cautious around it. So first, let's start with the name or the word NADI ShodHana. NADI literally means energy channels or pathways, and ShodHana means purification or cleansing. So this is literally a energy purification breath or an energy cleansing breath. Okay, this breath, some of the benefits of this breath, just going along with understanding kind of purification of energy, is that it does purify your energy, both subtle and casual bodies. Okay, it also works on balancing the right and left hemisphere of the brain, because it's also referred to as the alternate nostril breath, because we're going to be breathing between alternate nostrils, and I'm going to show you in a second when we do that how-to. So it's also known as alternate breathing or alternate nostril breathing, and that's due to when you do that, you're actually balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. You're also oxygenating your lungs and all of your organs in your body when you're practicing this breath. This breath also is very grounding, and it puts your mind and body in a meditative state. Okay, what else do I want to highlight about NADI ShodHana? Oh, it calms your thinking. So this is such a great breath to utilize. Say if you're overwhelmed or you have anxiety and you really need to calm your thinking, practicing this breath will really help with that anxiety in the moment. Now, this is not saying this is medication for anxiety. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not a doctor, okay? So disclaimer. But I am sharing the benefits of practicing this breath and how it impacts your thinking and your mind. And so typically when we're anxious, we're a lot in our mind thinking about the future, things that are out of our control, and practicing this breath just brings us back to the grounded moment we're in, and also again brings clarity to our thinking. It allows us to calm our thinking, balance our brain, which helps us have clarity of thinking. This is a great breath to use. This is a great breath to do when you first wake up. So this is a great breath when you're first rising to do, because you want to do this on an empty stomach. So let's jump a little bit into the precautions. You want to make sure that when you're practicing NADI ShodHana, you are doing this on an empty stomach, okay? Because we're going to be expanding our abdominals. We're going to be practicing alternate nostrils. We really don't want food on our stomach when we're doing this. So you want to do this either 1 to 2 hours after you eat, or you want to do this on a completely empty stomach, okay? So typically when we first rise, we're not eating anything. We haven't eaten for about 8 to 9 hours, maybe longer than that, depending on when you start fasting or stop eating during your day. So when you first wake up is one of the best time to practice this breath. Not to mention, imagine starting your day with all of those great benefits I just mentioned by just practicing this breath for 5 minutes, okay? So another precaution that you want to be aware of, oh, you can also do this at night. So not to say that you cannot do this at night, but you want to make sure you do this 1 to 2 hours after you eat. You can do this midday. I've had a long day. I'm anxious. I'm worried about something. You can do this in the middle of your day, but again, you just want to be sure that I just eat. And if so, I need to make sure that I take 1 to 2 hours before I start to incorporate this into my day. So that's precaution number 1. Okay, you want to do this on an empty stomach or 1 to 2 hours after you eat. Precaution number 2 is that you do not want to do this if you've just had abdominal surgery. When we are breathing, we are expanding our lungs, which then presses against our diaphragm, creating this expansion. So we want to be very cautious if we've just had abdominal surgery, that we are not doing this breath until we are fully healed, okay? The next precaution that I want to highlight is that we're also not doing this breath if we have any type of respiratory irritation or any type of sinus irritation, okay? Again, you want to wait until you're healed to actually incorporate and practice this breath, because we are going to be using our respiratory system, we're going to be using our sinuses, we're going to be going through alternative nostrils. So if you have any irritation, you really want to restrain from practicing this breath until you're healed. Another great benefit that I did not mention is that anybody can do this breath. Okay? And again, all of the benefits that I mentioned, I hope that everyone watching this actually does practice this, as long as, again, you have none of those precautions that I just recently mentioned. So now that we've gone through what NADI ShodHana means, okay, so an energy purifying, energy cleansing breath, we've gone through exactly what are the precautions and what are the benefits of the breath. And I haven't even listed every benefit, so I listed some benefits. So now we're going to get into the mudra before we actually practice it. So if you are not familiar, in this particular breathing, we use the mudra Vishnu Mudra. A Vishnu Mudra is basically the mudra that you use to help with balancing or the energy flow when you're practicing this breath exercise. So it literally helps with the energy flow of your breath or of your prana or of your life force as you're practicing this specific breathing exercise. Now, if you're not familiar with the mudra, I will talk a little bit about mudra, and maybe I'll do that in a whole separate video, because they are really, really powerful if you've never tried them or incorporated them. Typically, mudras are utilized during meditation or during breathing exercise like these, but they can also be utilized to tap into different energy pathways and channels within your body. So what is a mudra? A mudra is literally a seal of energy. Okay, different mudras connect to different energy within our bodies, different pathways, creating this seal of energy. And so that's all a mudra is. What we're doing today is Vishnu Mudra, which is going to help us seal our energy for this particular breath and life force cycle that we are going to create in our body. So now that we have an understanding, let's talk about what Vishnu Mudra looks like. So Vishnu Mudra is, I'm going to take one of your hands, so you can take your dominant hand. We only need one hand to practice this breath. We're going to start to dive into the how-to now. You want to take your index finger and your middle finger and bring those to meet like the bottom or base of your thumb, that meaty part of your thumb. Okay. Then you're going to bring that pinky and index finger together, and that thumb sticks out. This is Vishnu Mudra. Okay? So with this particular hand dresser or this seal of energy, we are going to practice breathing through alternative nostrils. Now, before we actually get into this, one more thing that I want to highlight that's really, really important. If at any point during practice of this breath, you feel dizzy, you feel shortness of breath, please stop and return back to your breathing. Now, why would I feel dizzy or shortness of breath? One, if you're not someone who typically doesn't practice pranayama or breath work or breath control, this is something that's really going to be new to your system, to your organs, to your lungs. So you want to just be very mindful of that it can create this kind of, I don't want to say discomfort, but it is kind of like this discomfort. It's meeting your edge, like, oh, we've never done this before, right? It's like flexing a new muscle. So you want to return back to your normal breathing, and then you can pick it up when you feel you're ready. Now, another thing you want to highlight is if you're a reverse breather, that this may also impact and create some discomfort. What is a reverse breather? So a reverse breather is someone who, when they inhale, their belly tends to contract, right? So you're inhaling, you're pulling your belly in, and then you're exhaling, and when you exhale, your belly expands. That is reverse breathing. When you inhale, you're filling your lungs up with air, which means you're filling your lungs up. You should see an expansion in your diaphragm area because your lungs are expanding and pushing against your diaphragm and ribs. When you're exhaling, you're having air leave out of the lungs, which is creating a contraction in the belly and making it smaller, like your belly button was trying to kiss your spine. And I like to use the analogy of a balloon. When you fill a balloon up with air, it expands. When you release a balloon from air, it contracts and gets smaller. So as we practice this breath, I want you to take your less dominant hand and place it on your belly so you can literally practice and feel that expansion as you inhale and that contraction as you exhale, okay? So now we're going to go back into our mudra. Okay? Again, taking our index finger and our middle finger, bringing it to the base of our thumb meaty area, and then go ahead and bring in that pinky and ring finger to touch like this, and then that thumb out like that, okay? Vishnu Mudra. Now we're going to first start with breathing through one nostril and exhaling out of one nostril. We're going to seal one nostril with our thumb, our right nostril, and we're going to inhale and exhale out of our left nostril for a few breaths. Then I'm going to switch it. I'm going to have you seal your left nostril with your ring finger and your pinky, and then you're going to inhale and exhale out of your right nostril. So you're going to release that thumb, seal that left nostril with your your ring finger and your pinky, and inhale and exhale out of that right nostril. Then I'm going to stop us. I'm going to ask you to notice how you feel. And then we're going to go ahead and actually jump into the alternate breathing. So when we do the alternate breathing, I just want to show you what that looks like. You have your mudra, okay, and then we begin alternate breathing. So you inhale through your left nostril. And at the top of your inhale, you're going to seal it with your ring finger and pinky finger. Lift your thumb from your right nostril and exhale out of your right nostril. Then you're going to inhale through your right nostril. Seal it with your thumb, lift your ring finger and your pinky, and exhale out of your left nostril. Then you're going to inhale through your left nostril, seal it, lift that thumb, exhale out of your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril, seal it, exhale out of your left nostril. And we're just going to keep rotating back and forth, back and forth. We're going to do this breath for 3 to 5 minutes. But you will notice the benefit of this breath within the first couple of minutes. You will notice it just with us breathing through one nostril at a time, and then me bringing you to notice how that feels. You're going to notice a shift in your energy, a calmness in your mind, a calmness in your body, and this grounded feeling. You're going to notice all of those benefits that I mentioned. So this is something that you can practice for 5 minutes a day, and it will transform your life. So without further ado, beautiful people, let's hop right into this breathing exercise. So go ahead and get your mudra, your Vishnu Mudra here. We're going to go ahead and start inhaling and exhaling through our left nostril. You can place your less dominant hand on your belly. You're going to close your right nostril with your thumb. Okay? And then you're going to take a big inhale, expanding those lungs. And then exhale out of your left nostril when you're ready. I want you to do this at your own pace. So keep inhaling through that left nostril and exhaling through that left nostril as you keep your right nostril sealed. Sit up straight here. Roll the shoulders back and down, creating nice energy flow in your body. Inhale, expand the lungs. Exhale, contract. Two more times here. And once you find yourself on your next exhale, go ahead and seal that nostril. Lift up your left thumb, and go ahead and start breathing through that right nostril. So seal, lift that thumb, inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Keep going at your own pace. One more time. Once you release that last exhale, release your ring finger and pinky finger from your left nostril. Bring your left hand and right hand and rest on your palms or the rest on your thighs. And just notice how you feel for a moment. And it's normal to release sighs and moans that your body literally purifying and cleansing itself and releasing through sound, through vibration. So now we're going to go ahead now and begin the breath, the alternate breathing here. So press press into your sit bones, sit up. If you like, sometimes I love to use the wall as a means of support. So I just press my sit bones up against the wall, press my back, shoulders up, back, and down, and that helps keep my spine in this beautiful alignment. So you just want to do what works best for you. You're going to go ahead and again, you can actually let that left hand rest here, but I want you to continue to expand and contract your belly. Inhale, you expand. Exhale, you contract. So go ahead and get back into your Vishnu Mudra. And when you're ready, we're going to start. Okay, we're going to seal our right nostril. Inhale through our left nostril. Seal it at the top of our inhale. Exhale through our right nostril. Inhale through our left nostril. Our right nostril. Seal our right nostril. Exhale through our left nostril. Inhale through our left nostril. Seal it and just continue that flow of breathing, okay? I am here to guide you. Gently close your eyes. Become an inward experience. Go ahead and begin by sealing with your thumb that right nostril. Take a big inhale. And when you're ready, seal off that left nostril with your pinky and ring finger and exhale through your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril. Close it with your thumb. Seal your right nostril. Open up your left nostril. Exhale out that left nostril. And inhale through. Seal the left nostril at the top of the inhale. Lift that thumb. Open up the right nostril. Exhale out the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Seal it. Lift those ring finger and pinky. Exhale through the left nostril. Just keep doing this at your own pace. Inhale. Seal. Exhale. Inhale through the right nostril. Seal. Lift ring and pinky finger. Exhale out the left nostril. Keep going. And you exhale out the nostril, you inhale back through that same nostril. And then seal it at the top of that nostril. And exhale out the opposite or the alternative nostril. And then inhale through that same nostril. Keep going. One more breath for each nostril. So wherever you are, inhale through that nostril. Seal that nostril. Release the other nostril. Exhale out. Last breath. Inhale through that nostril. Seal that nostril, whether it's your left or right. Open your other nostril and exhale it out. Beautiful. Release the hands by your side. Let your breath return back to normal. Notice how you feel. Notice if you feel calmer. If your sinuses feel clearer, you feel your breath is flowing through your nostrils with so much ease and clarity. Notice if your mind feels calm. Notice any sensations in your body, around your body. Just wiggle your feet, wiggle your fingers, bringing your whole attention back into your body. Take a big inhale, exhale it out. And open your eyes. And there we have Nadi ShodHana, people. So that is today's how-to video. I hope you enjoyed it. I tend to try to make these, I will try to make these shorter in the future. I know this one might be 15 minutes, but I really wanted to go over some really important places, and I think before I can teach you how to, it's important to go over benefits, precautions, and an understanding of exactly what you are doing. So if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this how-to, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and then hit that notification bell so you stay updated when I post videos. I will be posting videos twice a week, but as you'll see this week also, I will be adding bonus videos occasionally throughout the month, probably twice a month. So be sure that you hit that notification bell so you do not miss the bonus videos on top of other future videos that I will be posting. I will be posting a video later this week where I am going to have a 15 minutes evening flow. So an evening yoga flow that helps us de-stress, decompress, and prepare for bed. So a before bed yoga flow. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you feel calmer, and I hope that you incorporate this breath, Nadi ShodHana, into your lifestyle. Okay, it is something that can be really beneficial, especially in the times that we're in. It's powerful to take a moment to just be still, to connect with your breath, to connect with your energy, to connect with your body, and to really ground yourself in this present moment and create a calmness and a stillness that you can provide yourself. So until next time, beautiful beings, Namaste.